This is the Xhuttle ATX Mid-Tower PC case. It's one of the best built cases I've come across, offering loads of inclusions and features, which makes it super easy to build in. Manufactured by SSUPD, which is a sister company of the well-known brand Lian Li, this case not only matches the overall quality of Lian Li, but arguably is more beginner-friendly and innovative. The approach SSUPD took in terms of airflow and the ease of access to the rear cable compartments makes it a great choice for beginners and experienced builders alike. The increased airflow does come with a few notable downsides, including an $140 price tag, but I'll be covering the rest of those downsides in a little bit. The Xhuttle is primarily geared towards experienced builders who want a lot of room in their case for the tubing and all of the other miscellaneous components that a custom water cooling rig brings. I'm not going to be putting a custom water cooling rig in this case, at least at this point, but I can still appreciate certain additions like how the rear panel can support the mounting of larger than average 360mm radiators. And there's also a ton of added compartments and headroom, which made it great for positioning tubing and cabling. For this video, I'm just going to be installing some run-of-the-mill parts in this case just to demonstrate how the build process might go for you guys. In the future, I might do another video depending on how this video goes, but even with the run-of-the-mill components that I used, I still appreciated all of the extra features and additions, including the added case volume that SSUPD added to this case to make the build experience that much more enjoyable. The case itself is a bit wider than a typical ATX chassis, but the added footprint is needed for all those extra cable routes. A cool addition is that you can actually decide how you want to display this case on your desk. There's the typical orientation, which is actually positioned on the left side, which I know might be a drawback for some people who are used to the standard right-sided orientation of PC cases, but there's also another way that you can flip this case around, sort of on its back, that will allow you to have it on the right side as well. Now, the one big thing which catches your eye immediately is the orientation of the motherboard. It's actually rotated so that the rear I/O is facing upward, and this allows the GPU to be vertical and increases airflow, which also reduces temps. The whole top of the case can also be removed with a simple switch, which reveals the rear I/O and the GPU display ports. You might be wondering at this point how you actually route your cables that would normally just come out of the back of your computer, out of the top, and then out the back. SSUPD does have this covered. They have quite a big bit of headroom on the top of the case, which should allow most flexible cables to be able to be bent in a 90-degree angle and then routed out the rear. There is quite a big opening in the back, which will allow for all of your display and accessory cables. This is one of the big downsides that I had mentioned towards the beginning of this video. A lot of people aren't really going to be wanting to crank their cables at such a degree, risking damaging their GPU or their motherboard in the process. I would recommend investing in some 90-degree adapters for your cables to be plugged into your GPU especially. The increased airflow is the reason why SSUP decided to do this. I will agree though, it is kind of a hassle. Taking a look at the back of the case, which I opened up when I started to do my build in this case, you'll find a ton of room for cable management with included cable ties and cable routes. This made installing the power supply and plugging in the CPU, motherboard, and PCIe power cables very easily since there is large openings everywhere. You don't really have to crank your wrists like you normally would to get the CPU power cable over the motherboard through little compartments, cranking your wrist in the process. Coming back around to the front, you'll find the front portion of the case where additional fans or an AIO might be mounted. The case did come with 3 RGB fans, which matched the RGB accent lighting at the front of the case, but for this build, I'll just be installing a simple 240mm liquid cooler. What was not initially apparent was how I was going to access this front portion to screw the AIO in, but taking a closer look, there was actually hooks which the bracket attached to, and you can unlatch these, but only after unscrewing a singular screw on the front. This is a really ingenious design that SSUPD implemented, just one simple screw pop it off, put the fans or AIO on that you want to, and then just slide it back in. I haven't really seen a similar approach by other case manufacturers. Drop a comment down below if you have seen this in other cases that you have been researching or even own. I'd be interested in hearing about it. It's really additions like these that set the Xhuttle apart in my mind from other cases that you might find on the market. And while I didn't cover all of the features that this case offers, I did cover what I thought was the most important and the most special in terms of what other offerings there are on the case market today. For those interested, I'll be putting further temp information in the description down below, how this case compares to my main PC case in terms of GPU performance and temperatures under stressful loads, because I'm really interested in seeing how this vertical GPU mount and the weird motherboard orientation compares to a typical computer case. So the weird design aside, the Xhuttle really does offer quite a lot of functionality and features that make it great for beginners and experienced builders alike. There's just a lot of time and effort that I could tell SSUPD put into making sure the build process was as seamless as possible, and I can definitely see where this case would be really suitable and really attractive to people who are looking to do custom AIO installs with a lot of tubing, things like that. Big shout out to SSUPD for sending this case out for me to take a look at in this video. As always, all my opinions are my own. They did not pay me to say any of this. This has been another Hardwired review video. I know it's been like 2 years now, but I'm back and I'm hoping to be uploading more frequently. If you want to see more content about this case, let me know in the comment section down below. I might be doing maybe a bigger build in it in the future, going over some more of the features if you all are interested. And I've got a lot more videos coming out in the future, so definitely stay tuned. With that, this has been Nate with another Hardwired review video, and I'll be catching you in the next one. Bye.